I'm telling you, one of the hardest things about being a coach is I watch so many people with so much potential giving up on themselves all the time. And it just feels like, man, this world needs more mental toughness. I mean, I get it. We kind of live in an Amazon world, right? There's convenience everywhere. There's so much easy things about our life to the point where it's almost like society has really made it difficult to be a tough person, right? Like we give out last place trophies to avoid people from feeling pain, so then they can't handle pain in the future. And basically at this point, you never have to leave your house if you don't really feel like it because you get everything delivered to you. I mean, there's so much convenience, but you know what? Whether it's society or anything else, it doesn't matter. You know, we can't control society. I don't want you to blame society or anything like that. I'm not trying to do that. It's just, it's hard. Like, life is hard. It is. I get it. But so many people are just so quick to give up every time something hard happens in their life. And it's like, I try to have this conversation over and over with people, and it barely gets through to anybody. The people that it does get through, man, like they always come back, thank you so much, you've changed my life. And that makes me feel great. But I always struggle with the people that I can't help because they can't push past those difficult times. And the message I'm always trying to drive home is that, hey, like I get it, something really tough is happening in your life. Maybe home life got really stressful. Maybe there was, something really bad that happened at your work, or just challenge after challenge comes up and you're just getting beat down relentlessly and it's just hard. I get it. But man, it is the best opportunity you'll ever have to make yourself proud and become a stronger person. And I know, I get it, like we all want easy. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of hearing about wanting easy and looking at hard as being a bad thing. Like, when did hard become such a terrible thing? It's like we feel like we should never have hard things ever happen, and if something hard does happen in our lives, it's like something's wrong. Like, no, it's just part of life. And honestly, I think people think that when life challenges them, it's the universe telling them that, see, it's just not in the cards for you. When in reality, it's not that. The universe was testing you on what you said you wanted. It was saying, here you go, here's your test, prove to me that you want what you said you wanted. It's not telling you that you can't have it, it's telling you you can't have it if you give up too easily. And it's like, giving up for what? It just kills me. I'm having a hard time here. I'm sorry, but I want you to understand that there is so much value in having the grit and perseverance to get through tough times, and it's always worth it. 100 times out of 100 times, it's worth it. To keep pushing forward, to do what you can, to come out the other side stronger, because the strength comes through the struggle. You cannot get stronger without struggle. It will not happen. But you just give up. And for what? For a little momentary comfort? For a little bit more time in your life? So you have a little bit less stress? You're missing out on the greatest opportunity to become the person you want to be. You had the opportunity to become the person that you look up to, that you say, I want to be like this person. Look at how tough they are. Look at how much grit and perseverance they have. And then you have the opportunity to take that and you give up instead. For nothing, except for a little bit of convenience. Don't do it anymore. I want you to start chasing hard. I want you to think about what's going to be hard and go down that path. I want you to seek out what you're afraid of and go towards that fear and tackle it. That's what makes life worth living. Everything that you want is on the other side of pain, fear, sacrifice. But the only reason you don't think you can do this is because you've never stepped up to the challenge before. You always just say it's too hard, I'll come back, I'll start over when life settles down. But then life eventually hits you again. It's never going to stop. Get a little choked up over here because I love what I do. I love what I do. And I just want to help you become the person that I know you can be. I see people with so much potential quitting all the time. It kills me. You're so much stronger than you think you are. I promise you that. But you're never going to see it if you keep giving up when life gets hard. Step up. Take the challenge. That's the one thing that I've realized through all my life endeavors is that every time something got really hard and I stepped up and I just got through it, no matter how difficult it was, that feeling on the other side of that is the best feeling in the world. Almost in a weird, twisted way, I kind of get excited when life starts knocking me every different direction because I go, okay, if I keep going, on the other side of this is one of the best feelings in the world, and I will love it. So if you're in a difficult time right now, keep going, do what you can, give yourself grace, but also at the same time, push forward because you're capable of more than you think. And most of the time, as much as you want to take stuff off your plate, you actually feel better by sticking to your plan because it gives you some sort of sense of control and normalcy in a world that's full of stress and things that are out of our control. Every decision you have either leads you closer to pride or regret. Stop choosing regret.